Welcome, fellow artists, and happy 2023. It is your girl Caleigh Bird here, and I'm here with an update. If you've been following me for a while, you probably saw that 2022 was a bit of an, let's just say, ebb and flow year for me here on YouTube. It was a wonderful year for me in life, but a little ebb and flow here on YouTube. So I want to talk a little bit about that and a lot about what you can expect from me here in 2023. So glad to have you here. I am so excited to get started on this new year with you guys. So I would honestly say there was kind of two main reasons for the sort of sporadic uploading for me here on YouTube this year. One of them was that I was finally getting my travel itch scratched. After 4 years in Hawaii and the pandemic, and then my first year teaching in Nashville, I just was like going stir crazy from not being able to get in my car and hit the road and do some like fun travel and start to really get out and about in the way that I used to. I used to constantly be taking road trips and festivals and concerts, and I mean, I would be vending my crafts at festivals as well as just going for fun and visiting people and going cross country. Like, I can't even tell you, like, I mean, dozens, if not into like, you know, over 100. I mean, it's gotta be, I mean, hundreds maybe of road trips I've taken in my life. And after all that time of not being able to, because I mean, you can really only go about an hour and a half in Hawaii before you turn around and come home. So I didn't really know road tripping on Oahu. But after all that time, finally was able to kind of get out, which was amazing because living in Nashville, something like you can reach about 20% of the country within 8 hours of Nashville. So one of the greatest things about living there was honestly that I was able to leave very easily, which I will talk more about that in just a second. So kind of, I just needed to get out and about. Like, I've just been between, you know, going to Mérida, Mexico, which you guys probably hopefully saw that vlog here. And then I actually spent 2 weeks in Costa Rica, which I have a lot of footage and have not made the vlog, but that is coming. And then, I mean, back and forth to Charleston. I took another 3-week road trip with one of my friends that, you know, done Appalachian Trail. Like, I can't even. There's like just so much I've done. So I finally got a little bit of the travel bug out of me this year. So that's one good thing. And quite honestly, the other reason was I just needed a little bit of a break. I mean, I have been making YouTube videos weekly, and then, you know, as of this year, started to do it every other week for, you know, 4 or 5 years now or something like that. I mean, the first couple of years of my YouTube videos are like so bad, they're like unwatchable. I deleted them all because I had no training. I learned everything I learned while I was publicly uploading. So first couple of years videos, very bad, but still it's been consistent. And I just needed a little bit of a break. I mean, you know, you hear about people getting burnt out all the time and stuff. And honestly, I was just starting to get a little bit burnt out. And it's funny because I actually recently hit 10,000 subscribers and kind of didn't even feel up for celebrating since I had been so spotty here on YouTube. So anyways, thank you. Yay, I do appreciate you guys all being here and tuning in, as you know, as much as you can or whatnot. But sorry I didn't really do, you know, any kind of a post or anything like that. I was like, okay, well, I've barely been on YouTube, so I guess celebrating is not really the thing. But that's kind of why I haven't been here so much, but I will tell you that is going to change. I'll get into that in just a sec. And as far as wins in 2022, I am really excited to announce that I completed my second full year of being a college art instructor. And we do trimesters, so that is 6 semesters now I have completed as a college art instructor. Yes, that's right, Professor Bird in the house. So I'm teaching up at Nosy College of Art for the time being, and I say for the time being because I'm actually have just left Nashville, so it's kind of like this weird transition time. That's why I was just talking about it in past tense just a second ago, and why I am definitely not in the studio you're probably used to seeing me in over the last couple of years. Yes, I have left Nashville. I'm glad because although I love, like I said, being so centrally located, being able to go so many places, I've really enjoyed teaching up at Nosy, although I'm not technically done. I'm kind of doing a back and forth thing. Although I love that so much, Nashville, it's just a little bit too hectic for me over there. There's just not really good hiking. There's some trails and stuff, but there aren't really mountains. Like, it's just not the place for me. It's a big city, and I'm not a big city person. I like to have a small city, big town type of place. So I'm actually staying with my boyfriend, my partner, Alan. Very excited, just moved in with him. I'm here in northern Georgia, and we are destined for Chattanooga. So I am very excited to announce, you heard it here first today, folks, that I am going to be moving to Chattanooga. I know I've moved so much since I started my YouTube channel, but Chattanooga is the place that I've decided I really want to settle. I really want to make it a home. Our plan is to buy land and build a house and do all kinds of great things. Of course, we'll probably be renting first and all that. But the exciting thing is that I know where I want to be, like putting down roots and settling in. So a lot more to come on that in the years to come, but that is sort of where I am physically in this world right now. But right now, Alan has made a lot of space for me here at his house for the time being. I'll be here until about the middle of next year. And I'll give you guys like a little, maybe I'll just do it in the shorts or something, a little mini. I'm kind of in the basement studio tour, but it's actually cute. It's actually working out pretty well, and there's a lot of room for me down here. So hence the scarf. I'm a little snuggled down here, but it's okay. I'm also really very proud of in 2022, all the gouache work that I've done. I've actually really gotten like markedly better in gouache painting. So if you guys have been following me for a while, the gouache landscapes or doing any landscapes at all or gouache at all, like I just kind of do gouache landscapes, but doing any of that is quite new to me. It's something I wouldn't say I struggled with because you always have to learn from someplace. So I always tell people like, you got to go make bad art before you make good art. So I've been making some really bad gouache landscapes for a while now, and they finally, I think, kind of really started to turn like good this year. And I'm not saying it's like alert the media, Caleigh Bird is ready for the MoMA with her gouache landscapes by any means, but I'm actually to the point now where I'm like, wow, that's like a good piece of art. Like I would put that in a frame. Like I would be really proud to share that. So that's a really big plus. Now, a negative is that I've barely been oil painting with my very hectic schedule. It's hard to do oil painting because it's such a commitment with the, you know, the long dry time and the prep time and all this kind of stuff. I also, just between you and me, YouTube, I had a very big painting fail this year. One of my largest paintings, had a really bad thing happen to it, so that kind of took the wind out of my sails a little bit. But anyways, good thing about 2022, I got better at gouache. Bad thing about 2022, I did not spend enough time on oils. 2023, I want to do both. Now that I'm going to be a little more settled, not traveling so much. Although I forgot to mention, I am actually traveling back to Hawaii for 7 weeks coming up in the spring. So not traveling much except for, you know, just a 7-week trip back to Hawaii. So you know how she goes. This bird can't stay still. I can't keep these wings down for too long. But anyways, I digress. So yes, 2023, definitely want to be doing more gouache landscapes and more oil paintings. The goal is to do just more art this year, not to be doing a million little trips, to do one or two big ones, but be able to be making actual more quality art to share with you guys, because I'm going to be posting again regularly. I'll talk about that in just 1 second. Oh, I forgot to mention though, even though I did not do very many oil paintings this year, one of the paintings I did do won 2nd place in an art contest. I got accepted at an art exhibit, and then I won 2nd place in the exhibit where I didn't even really know that they were doing like a 1st, 2nd, 3rd place. So that is very exciting. That's the first time I've ever won an award for one of my paintings, like especially when I didn't even know I was up for it. So that's a big plus for 2022. As far as expectations on y'all's end for me in 2023, I have good news for you, because I definitely do want to, well, I actually did at the end of 2022, but I definitely in 2023 am going to get back on my, you know, every other week schedule. I kind of got back into it a little bit fall last year, but obviously like it was, you know, very spotty this year. And I really, you know what they say is like, you don't really know what you've got until you've lost it sometimes. Well, without having like the schedule of my YouTube this year, it was good. It was what I needed. Like I said, I needed a break, I needed to get away, but it did make me realize that like, I really do enjoy it. Obviously, you guys know I don't have the biggest audience here, and I'm okay with that. I actually like being a smaller creator. I like being a little bit more personal. I like being able to disappear for a couple of weeks if I need to without having like a whole like crew behind me of like people that are, you know, needing revenue from me. Like nobody is financially dependent on me and my YouTube channel. I'm not even dependent on my YouTube channel financially. Like it's a small fraction of the things I have going on as an artist. But anyways, I digress once again. But it just made me realize that like I actually do really enjoy being here like a lot, and I do miss the schedule and the routine and, you know, checking comments on time and stuff like that, and kind of being involved with you guys. So I really am working on, I have my whole list started, I'm being settled. I got a new light. Do you see how clear it is when I talk now? Do you guys like this, the full lighting? So anyways, I am here to get back into it, and I want to continue to make better and better and better movies. And I got a little setup here that I think is going to work really great for the time being. And then of course I will have my own studio once I get into Chattanooga. So anyways, I just want you guys to be able to depend on me for good quality videos. I'm going to be doing it right for you guys this year. And as you know, I always appreciate comments and suggestions as far as what kinds of videos to make for you guys. So let me know if you have any art questions for my Ask an Artist segment, or if you have any suggestions for videos that you really need. And I can't make every single suggestion, but the ones that I think are going to be most beneficial for my audience, I really do like to make. So please do drop them for me down in the comments below if there's any videos you want to see in 2023. And a few goals I have this year, like I said, besides getting back on track with this, is I really do want to do some more oil paintings. Like, I know you guys love them. I love them. It's just good for me to have something like major projects to work on, not just small little gouache paintings. So kind of my goals this year, get back into oil painting. And I would also like to do 1, 2, maybe even 3 more workshops to go on Skillshare. For any of you guys that follow me there, my Skillshare, I've only got a couple of workshops up there, but they're doing quite well, and I really need to make a few more. So I'm just letting you guys know some of my personal goals coming up this year. Hopefully you guys have a few personal goals too. Hey, if you want to drop those down below and we can all kind of encourage each other, that might be cool. So let me know if you have any personal artistic goals for 2023. Oh, and you may be interested to hear a new thing that I am doing this year. I don't usually do like a whole bunch of resolutions, but one thing I decided I wanted to try was to look at my planner, my like daily schedule, as like the first thing I see in the morning. Like before I pick up my phone or before I get all involved doing something else, I often like to like catch up on the news and stuff in the morning, so my head might be in there. So I have decided that I am going to sleep, this is actually last year's planner, but I am going to sleep with my planner, like maybe not right there, but like very close, open on the table, maybe within arm's distance, so that the first thing I see in the morning is just like a literal 1-minute glance of like, oh, this is what I need to do today. And then it will be like on my mind first before I go getting myself all distracted. So anyways, I thought I would mention a little new hack that I'm doing starting 2023 to get my brain on the right productive path every single day. I'm looking at my planner, and actually just this week I've already noticed a difference. It takes like 1 minute and I already feel like, yeah, I'm on it, like as soon as I wake up. So if you want to share that little planner thing with me, you should do it. Totes do it. Anyways, thanks for being here. Hope this update wasn't too long for you guys, but I am so glad that you were here, and I hope you are having a magnificent 2023 already. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Let's do this.